All right, listen, listen, listen. My eyes aren't focusing right. My shoulder itches. But I'm fucking here. I'm here. Hello, everybody. All right, let me make sure the music isn't too loud or whatever. There. Hopefully it's just a little bit of background music. Oh, okay, yeah. So yeah, I'm here. You're here. Um this is the internet, by the way. Um the internet is a little bit like uh stimulator implant surgery. You go into it and you're like, hey, this is gonna work out good. This is gonna be cool. This is gonna be, you know, good intentions here. And you go and you do it, and you're like, wow, okay, this is a little rough, but you know, and then after a while, you get like really good sleep, and you're like, well, maybe, you know, maybe it's gonna all be uh, really cool. That's what the internet's like, in case anybody was wondering. Um, so yeah, I it's my second day after surgery. Um, I had a I had a remedy device put in, or some people call it Remede. It's right here. The device and the battery are like right under the skin. It's still pretty swollen over here. Itches a lot. Um, but supposedly, I mean, the purpose of it all was to fix my sleep apnea. Um, and so far, the sleep's pretty good. I think I've slept more in the past 2 days than I've slept in a very long time. Um, they had they had to put me on an antibiotic after after I got discharged. It's one I haven't used before. So far, it's being polite-ish. I have to do a bunch of ibuprofen. Um, wine, blah blah blah. Bleh, whatever. What's Commissar whining about now? Anyway, so I got discharged yesterday around 9 a.m. Yeah, it was interesting in the fact that, hold on, stand by. It was interesting in the fact that it was one of those surgeries that they say you have to be awake for it, or you have to be wakeable. So I was sedated, but I wasn't put under anesthesia. Um, and what was interesting about that was that I remember like 30 seconds of the operating room experience. Everybody was really cool. But we were gabbing away, blah blah blah, and then I went the fuck to sleep, and I don't remember shit. Um, and I do remember because the people that did my pre-op interview and everything, they said, yeah, this is a surgery that we have to be able to wake you up so that when we test it, you have to cough and blah blah blah. Yeah, I don't remember hardly anything. I do remember at one point, I woke up and I could feel them testing it, and it was making me take the breath, which is what it's supposed to do. It's supposed to make you, when you stop breathing in your sleep, which I do. Central sleep apnea sucks. It triggers. It's a they wind it through a vein and it goes down and plants by your diaphragm, the area where it can stimulate a breath response. It's a phrenic stimulator. Um, I only remember a few seconds of them testing that and then right the fuck back out. And then I woke up in my room. Uh, and everybody was great. All the staff were great. Um, the lady that did my outtake prior to discharge, she was a little rough with the taking of the bandage off the shoulder and the tape, and it was very. She could have gone slower. It wasn't. That was. That's probably half the itching. Is my skin. It's like super pissed off. Um, but I don't know. She's a professional. Fuck it. I was just there, you know, being a patient, whatever. Um, yeah. So, what was I saying? Oh yeah. So, and then after I was in my room for a short time, right the fuck back to sleep. And then I woke up and I was awake all night, and pretty much until I was released. So somehow I almost landed back on a graveyard type schedule. But since then, I have slept. I have slept so much, and I think the sleep is better. I'm not waking up having some of the weird issues that I was having before. But anyway, I just wanted to, I missed gabbing with the people. I hate missing too many streams now that I've started doing this thing. I just want to be here um, when I normally am. Let me catch up on chat. I'm being a horrible streamer, probably. It'd be fine. Okay, good. I'm glad the sound is okay. Dang, been sleeping as much as I have then. Good to rest though. Yeah, it's weird because I'm used to. Sorry, this itches over here. Um, uh, is this warm enough yet? Anyway, I normally don't sleep like more than 4.5, 5 hours, and I wake up feeling pretty shitty. I'm definitely sleeping different now. I need to get some more time, like, away from surgery or whatever for it to normalize. But I'm hoping the device is working correctly. There was one scary moment where they took me for my final x-ray to make sure that it stayed in the right place. Like when they wind it down here inside you, and the wire is way down there, and then the device is up here. And so we did the x-ray, and they don't do a lot of these surgeries. It's actually kind of a rare surgery for them, because it's the same procedure as a pacemaker, basically the same surgical team. And so they don't do a lot of these remedy devices at this hospital. But I got to have a really cool surgeon. The guy was like a genius perfectionist type guy, and he was explaining, he does these every once in a while, and he explained why he has more faith in them these days, blah blah blah, because patient response, blah blah blah. Anyway, I'm doing my x-ray just prior to discharge, or for discharge. X-ray was like 5 in the morning. I was already awake. I didn't give a shit. I was like, yeah, let's get it done. And so I get the results on my medical portal on my phone before anything else. And I'm reading it, and I almost freaked out a little bit, okay? Because, again, they're not used to doing these types of surgeries that much. The x-ray guy thought that it was an x-ray for a pacemaker, not a Ramid device. Okay, which they go to different places, okay? The x-ray comes back. Lead is an unusual position coursing towards the artery. Or, I'm sorry, the aorta of the heart. And I'm like, well, that sounds bad. I thought it was telling me the lead was in the wrong place, and not only was it in the wrong place, but it was coursing towards the aorta of the heart. So I was like, oh. Well, shit. But again, they're not. Uh, Somebody should have told the guy that he was doing an X-ray for a Ramid device. So when the lady comes in to rip all the tape off and do my final thing and discharge and check the wound area, blah blah blah, she said, "Oh yeah, yeah, no, that just you can ignore that. It's they're used to. We just don't do a lot of these." And he thought it was for a pacemaker, and so it was unusual to him. It's like, oh, that's very good then, very very good. Let me catch up a little bit on the chat. We're more concerned about you being well than stream educate. Um, well, yeah, I know, I know, but I thought, I don't know how long I will make it. Like using the keyboard pisses off the shoulder a little bit, where the whole thing is all swollen and itching and pissed off. But I wanted to try to be here, and my eyes aren't even focusing right. Like the text is a little bit blurry. It's fine. We're all fine here. This is no problem. I've unfortunately been falling asleep earlier, but waking up hours before I should be. I go through bits of that too, Mr. Kai. I did, and I don't know if it'll help you feel any better or not, but during career work, I did that as well. There was times when, job stress or worries or whatever screwed with sleep, and I would start sleeping at the wrong hours for things to be convenient. You'll get back to it. Be good to yourself. Be good to yourself. Let's see, what else? What the fuck else? Oh, is there one thing that bugs me a little bit? You can't shower for 72 hours after the surgery. It's just gross, man. I don't. And then you can't spray it directly. You have to kind of just let water run over it. It's weird. All the stitches are internal for these days, and they put what's called steri strips over the top of the incision. It's pretty ghastly looking. It's still got a bunch of dried blood and shit. But I'm supposed to not take the strips off, just let them fall off naturally, and the internal stitches dissolve. I'm on 4 times a day antibiotics, so I don't think anything's going to get infected with it. I hope not. Yeah, Mick and I are talking about playing some Helldivers without you and Elof a little bit. Figure you should focus on recovery. I don't I don't know how good of a Helldiver partner I would be. I tried to do some very casual DayZ last night for a few hours on a really cool Deer Isle server that I found, privately owned one. And I thought I'll just keep it casual. Yeah, I got my ass killed. I'm like a pro veteran in that game, but I got my ass killed. I just wasn't, there was times where the shoulder was starting to really hurt and blah blah blah, and zombies got me. I had to try to go like 2,000 meter run to go back and get all of my shit. But yeah, I mean, you guys enjoy Helldivers, and it's a it's a high, I don't want to say tension game, not tension. It's Helldivers, and with the antibiotic and ibuprofen and all the shit going on, I would not be a very good Helldiver. So yes, please enjoy it without me and Mr. Elof. Like I said last night, Helldivers is going to be there. I miss my weekly Helldiving. It's my time to cut loose and be foul-mouthed and you know how we carry on. It's my time to cut loose and just be a lot more loose-lipped and foul-mouthed than I normally would be, I suppose, and talk all the Helldivers to liberty, democracy, freedom, shouting and screaming and bitching. But I'm definitely not in the right headspace for it. Like whatever I do in Dune during stream tonight, it's not going to be too impressive probably. But Yeah, it's weird. I went I went. Why I'm saying it's weird. I went 55 years of my life with no surgery, and with how bad the health is in my family, that's super rare, man. Like almost everybody in my family, well, had already had major surgeries by their 30s and 40s, and of course they're all dead now. I'm the last one. I have a niece. I have a nephew. That's it for my family line. Everyone else is gone. Um, but somehow I made it to this late in life without having to have any surgeries, and I mean that's crazy. That's wild. I'm doing okay with it. I get, because of all my time in the hospital with Asa, I get a little bit uptight about being in medical, clinical situations. Like sometimes I even get uptight just going to a regular doctor's visit, and I'll just be babbling about my weird medical knowledge or whatever. Uh, Surprisingly, I've done all right. I think part of it's because I don't fear death. Really, I don't have much fear of death. I kind of have a fear of everything that comes in front of it, but not death itself. So I don't, I'm not one of those people that's hey, we better give you something to calm you down. I'm not one of those. I've done remarkably well with it. Mr. Condensed Osor. Well, you missed a bunch of the explanation of it, but it's the second day out from surgery. I got released, discharged yesterday morning at around 9 a.m. ish, and I'm doing all right, doing okay. It hurts, it definitely hurts, and ibuprofen's dealing with most of it, but I think it's already given me better sleep. I can't tell for sure, but doing all right, doing okay. Eyes aren't totally focusing right at the moment. That's probably antibiotic. Uh, is it an I don't fear death, only pain? Well, when you've taken care of a kid that's had cancer and the effects thereof for like long periods, you gain a respectable fear for the type of pain that can come before death. Uh, the shittiness leading up to it is something more to be afraid of in my mind than death itself. Like Asa used to say in his last few months alive, um, death is just a door that we all have to walk through. It's one of the quantifiable, undeniable points in our lives that is part of a definitive end as opposed to a definitive beginning. And we have been taught to fear it. We have been taught to dread it because we're losing somebody, right? But it's an inevitability, and so, I'm not religious, but dying may be the only way that I can possibly see Asa again, and all the people that have passed on before me, and so. No, it's not. I'm not really afraid of death. Just like the things leading up to it can be really fucking unpleasant, as you can figure for yourself. Let me catch up on chat. I'm sorry. I got to stop moving this arm so much. I'm being bad about that. I can't lift this arm over shoulder level for another 3 weeks, almost 4 weeks. I can't lift more than 8 pounds with it. I've been trying to be good about not lifting it over shoulder level because it can pull the lead back out of position. And I'm talking with my hands too much. And keep the hand down, Commissar. Stop. Just put it. Just leave it. Just stop. They gave me a dumb arm brace. It just makes it feel worse. It doesn't work, and it doesn't stop your arm from coming up. Let me catch up on chat. I'm sorry. Well, as long as you keep doing better. Yeah, I think I'm on the road. I'm on the way. As long as this doesn't get infected or anything, I should be good. Most people realize it isn't the end that matters. It's the time you have. Scariest thing to know, you wasted it. Yes. Like Gandalf says from Lord of the Rings, it is not for us to decide these things. It is only for us to do the best we can with the time we're given. And that's important. You see enough death, you really realize how important that is. Um, Nice to see you alive, Frankenwood. Yeah. And hello, Glow 90. For you guys that don't know Glow 90, she's a regular in Miss Erica's streams, and 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 they gave me on the first day that Erica made me her mod. They gave me a year of subscription to Erica's channel just because I'd become mod, and I will always be grateful for that because that's a lot of money. Thank you, Glow, and thank you and you're always like pleasant and fun to talk to and everything. Uh, the mind goes, but the soul is eternal as long as you wish it. I like that. I like that. I like the cut of your jib. Um, Also, mobile emotes finally fixed. Mobile emotes finally fixed. My channel is terrible in that I don't have a lot of emotes for people to use. I'm sorry. It's one thing I haven't done yet. I never thought I'd be streaming as much as I am. I really didn't. The other day I turned 1 year old as an affiliate. I was like, what? I didn't. What? You know, I don't count on being interesting enough for people to come here and want to watch my streams. I am just a wordy bitch. I talk too much. But I don't have a lot of emotes for people to use. I'm sorry. It's something that I need to invest time in, since apparently I'm going to keep doing this thing. But yeah, I'll get some emotes and things for everybody to use. I feel bad. Every other streamer in the universe has lots of emotes and things for people to have fun with, and I don't have hardly anything. I'm kind of a lame streamer so far. Ugh. Mobile was bugged where you couldn't use emotes once per stream. Oh, really? You know, the mobile platform for Twitch is just fucking garbage. And it's even worse. I don't know if any of you out there have had the experience of the mod interface for mobile. The mobile version of the mod interface when you're a mod, it's fucking garbage. I'm sorry, Twitch, if you're listening, I'm just saying it like it is. You need to fix your software shit, man. It's bad. It sucks. Like, it's almost easier for me to, when I have to be on mobile because I'm not feeling well or I'm away or whatever. And I use that mobile, that mod view in mobile. It's almost better if I just don't. It's better if I just act out of the normal interface. And that ain't nothing special either. Let me catch up again. It was apparently, for a lot of people, not everyone, and not yet, sadly. Oh shit, it's still not working for some folks. That sucks. Wait, they added mod interface on mobile. Back when I modded, that didn't exist. Yeah, Mr. Kai, and it is an anti-gem. It sucks. It's bad. One day I'll be a sword for someone. Well, Glow, it's a, you know, I get a bunch of compliments like best mod, and I have some of the followers that tell me I'm best mod and all this stuff, and I don't think I'm like better than any other mod. Like, I don't, like, if a person already had mods and then they made me their what's the label on Twitch? Basically they make me the top mod, like, over the other mods. I don't think I'm better than those other mods. I don't. I think I'm a retired guy with more time, and I have this fairly expansive streaming / mod setup. Like, I haven't given you guys a picture of my setup in a while, but I've got 3 screens, and it's soon about to intensify. Like, during the charity streams, I can literally do moderator and charity lead shit for like 3 different streamers at the same time and interact functionally and kick out people that need to be kicked out, throw information in. One of my careers was police dispatcher, folks. I multitask like mad. The one thing about my health that I've been grateful for is that my brain is still super good. I'm still super brainy and I still multitask really well. My stamina might suck, and that's another thing. People refer to me as best mod and stuff, but there's times like every streamer that I mod for, I have to tell them, so this is how it's going to be with me. Sometimes I get fatigue spells and I check out. Some days I won't be able to make it at all. And that's why I don't think I'm a better mod than anybody else. Yes, I have more time. Yes, I have this setup. Yes, I have all this career background and multitasking. I'm using my right arm too much when I talk. But I'm convenient. I am convenient to have as a mod because I can be there most of the time. Yeah, no, lead mod is just vanity mostly. Yeah, yeah. I mean, being a mod is, if anything, it's a very humble thing, because there's no real power. It's all a virtual setting. It's Twitch. It's a streaming channel. You're not some big impressive power. People that get egotistical about being a mod, they just need to shut the fuck up. It needs to be a humble job. You're trying to retain as many followers for your streamer as possible while maintaining the order that they want maintained, and keep the creeps out and report the people that need to be reported that come and do stupid shit, and just take as much load off of the streamer as you can. Not everyone has the time for that shit. Other people are being mods while they have family, they have jobs, they have stuff like that. Right now, I'm only working like 2 to 3 hours a day tops when I am working on my side income. Everyone else has bigger jobs and bigger things, and so I don't. I that's another thing why I don't think I'm better than anybody else. They are swimming against the stream. I'm not. I'm a retired guy. I have the time. I could go on and on about it. I like to humble it down. Glow 90 Police. Yeah, I was a full-time police dispatcher and reserve patrolman in the 90s, and I loved it because I was a D&D nerd, and it was the closest thing I could be to like being a paladin for the people. I know that's super nerdy, but that was my ambition. Like a ranger, or I was very romantically involved. Like, I was never paid for any of what little patrol time I did. I guess it wasn't little. I actually did quite a fair amount. I didn't want to be paid for the dangerous stuff. And becoming a dispatcher was quite an education. Nothing teaches you to multitask like being a dispatcher for first responders and 911 and everything. Yeah, it was a long time ago. And then I went on to be I started out as a lower end manager, and then managing an entire smaller ISP, internet service provider. After because Asa got cancer while I was in law enforcement, and I was already a single full-time full custody parent, and so after he went into remission, I had to come out and find something to do. I had to find something that I could do, and I got hired by this really cool family that had created an ISP in Northern California, and so I got to learn the ins and outs of internet service providers, and so that kind of adds to my mod ability, because I learned a lot of the legalities and a lot of the things that you can do to stop bad people that try to do bad things online. But yeah, I was a general manager. The owner of the business, his wife got cancer and died, and so he asked me to just take the business and just manage, just make everything work for a while he went away and grieved. And so I did. And then after that, I got married, and then I started my own business, and it was called Commissar's Lounge, and it was a gaming lounge. I was in a town where there wasn't a lot for kids to do. The kids would basically end up just go out, get drunk, and then we'd have kids killed in DUIs and stuff, and And so I made a business where they had more to do because all the town had was a fucking bowling alley. That was it. And so it had video games, all the consoles. We had Halo tournaments. We had Magic tournaments. We had Pokemon tournaments. We had role playing, tabletop, computer. My wife threw in a bunch of body jewelry and hair dye and stuff like that. My shoulder hurts. And unfortunately, we hit one of the bigger recessions, and I lost the business because it was just hurting my family too much to try to keep it going. It was really bad times. And then after that, I realized I just needed to do something that would bring money in for my family. Things got really bad with the business, and I felt so bad about it. So I have to get into something where there's just always going to be money. So I got into medical. I became a CNA. I was on my way to becoming an RN. Then I wanted to be an NP and a PA. I was one of the only guys working on the floor in the hospital. And when that happens, you get called to do all the heavy lifting. I got injured twice in one shift, and it put me out of the game. And that was the last time I did career work. I tried to re-educate into medical billing and coding, and my job that I educated for was replaced by a handheld device. So nobody was hiring for it, and I was getting sicker by then anyway. That was when my health started to start. It was started to start. Wow, I can talk. That was when my health started to tank. Yeah. Nobody asked for the story of Commissar's life, but that's about half of it. Sorry, they mix in taking care of a kid with cancer, blah blah. 2 marriages, still friends with both of them. Great women, amazing women, totally cool people. One of them, my first wife, she actually legally adopted Asa, so it became like legally his mom, not instead of just his, functional mom. I should drink more coffee. Okay. I'm catching up on chat. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to ignore you. I told you I was a wordy bitch. I was talking. It's like, Commissar, shut the fuck up. Mine is about trust and availability. I like those words. Read up in chat. Shit. I miss more. Scrolling back. By the way, you missed. My pronouns are he, him, or they, that. I'm sorry, Glow. I'm so sorry. I try to get everybody in my head, and I'm sorry. For some reason, I thought you were female. I apologize. I'm sorry. It changes nothing in my respect for you at all. Trust me. I see. I'm not a perfect mod. I miss things. Money is yeah, part of it is join. Okay, I'm catching up. Yeah, part of it I'll join. I can't read very well. I'll join early very often, but rarely stay all stream. Well, I don't know. I think that's kind of normal, right? I think a lot of people are that way. We have lives, and we have attention that has to go to other things, or we just want it to go to other things, and that's okay, right? That's fine. You're still there. You're still being a supportive view, and I've seen you, Glow. You pop in and out and chat all the time. You're good. I think I told you once, the one place I mod is a 16-year-old server. I remember you saying that. That's a long fucking haul. That's a long haul. I need to get my life together enough that I can get a house with a basement that I could turn into a gaming lounge. If you're talking about having a public gaming lounge, put heavy consideration into that one. It has, and talk to me before you do, because there's some very interesting things with that. But if you're talking about like a personal gaming lounge, I don't have a basement for this house. All the houses here are built on a slab. But the one thing I did do is create this room, and I've loved it. It's my streaming, gaming, and modding room. And then I have my crafting room. And yeah, there's reasons to get a house. Lots of reasons to get a house. That's just a few of them. Even the financial genius, Dave Ramsey, he will tell you that it is the one debt that he's okay with people getting into. because the value of houses and property always increases. Most cases. Very rarely does it go backwards. Um, I am catching up still. Uh, I dropped the last. I dropped the last thing I moderated lead a couple years ago now. That the drop in stress was very welcoming as I was doing stuff for years. Like it was a second job. It can be, and that's why I say, my hats off to people. Give me all these compliments about being the best mod. I appreciate it, but I don't agree necessarily. All those other people are trying to work jobs, regular jobs. I don't have to do that anymore. Um, I'm medically retired. I work very little. Um, I am the busiest retired person I know currently. Now there's one other person that's a little bit busier than I am, but it's all stuff I want to do, and that's the key thing. I wanted to be mod. It wasn't just an obligation. Like in Jesse's channel, there was all these people just throwing. It ended up being like hundreds of thousands of channel points to make Calm a mod, and I was very honored by all that. But it's something I fell in love with the community. I like I told Jesse one day, this is only half about you, girl. The rest of it is I'm here for the community, and it's not to babysit them. It's giving them an environment where they don't have to worry about bullshit and they can just relax. Things are handled. If somebody needs channel points refunded, whatever, just stuff to make it so the streamer has to do less and the community can get what they want. Um, but yeah, trying to do modding like I do, if I was still working, it would probably feel the same way to me. It would start to feel like a second job because it's just when the volume of things becomes too much, it doesn't even matter sometimes if you love it or you wanted it. The volume of it all can just be too much. I'm using my right arm too much and it's making it hurt. I'm being dumb. Let me catch up some more. Gender is just physical. Wait until cyberpunk era hits and we can change it easily. I will be the first to be a gorgeous brunette, just so you're aware when that happens. Hope you don't mind. I don't care if you do. Um, oh no, I couldn't handle the public stuff. I'm too much of an introvert. I'm glad because there's a lot of things with it that one of the things that happened to me when I had a public gaming lounge that really soured the milk for me is that I started getting used as a cheap babysitter, and that pissed me off. Parents just dropping their kids off with a couple of bucks in their pocket, said, "Hey, stay at commissars all day," and that's not what I was there for. I wasn't. I can't. You can't run a business and take care of people's kids too. Those kids needed more than the owner of a gaming lounge, could provide. Yes, I ended up being like a big brother to a lot of them. Yes, I ended up helping quite a few of them. But I was taken advantage of and I didn't like it. That wasn't okay. And it showed bad parenting. Um, I want to build a D&D nerd room. And you should. Get a house. Mr. Kai, build a D&D nerd room. I would love that. One day I want to get into DMing. Been working on a homebrew world for years. Good for you. Do it. Tabletop needs to survive always. And it's so cool to have that space. I had that space in my business. After hours, we would host huge D&D gaming sessions, and they would pay to be there. They would pay like $5 per person to be there because they knew that I had to pay for the power. I had to keep things on. But I was also a very good DM in return. Like if people were paying me to be a DM, then I was going over the fucking top. Let me keep going. I've never had the pleasure of actually playing, but I'm very passionate with theory crafting, characters and stories, along with collecting stuff. Like at the moment, I'm loving the Shield Hero light novels and manga. Awesome. Keep going with all of it, and you'll find your time. You'll get your time. Hold on to it. Just Keep keep shooting for that someday, please. Some of us need to be babysat. Well, when it comes to um, nano thin ancient reptilian beings, condensosaur man, I have a feeling that you're a lot more self-reliant than you let on. I mean, you wouldn't have made it all these millions of years, you know, if you weren't self-reliant and didn't need to be babysat, right? And who wants to babysit a dinosaur? There's so much involved. At one point, I was modding and leading 2 to 3 competitive gaming groups in different games, some of which were heavily military roleplay. Oh, see, I like the idea of heavy military roleplay. It's something I didn't get to do very much, but I like that. But yeah, that's a lot. Isn't it funny how we get excited and then we over designate ourselves? One thing I'm still very bad about is my crafting projects. I get excited about an idea and I will start a new crafting project without having finished the last one. And it's a horrible habit and lack of discipline that I have. I have gifts waiting for people, stuff I wanted to make for people that is so far behind, and I feel bad. If I had the energy that I had 20 years ago, 30 years ago, they'd all be done. But I create too many projects for somebody that has like a max stamina of like 2 hours. I shouldn't do that. Good intentions, but oh god. I'm constantly coming up with character ideas. Got a few that have stuck with me over the years that I really want to see played, like an old Turtle College of lore bard, but just wants to travel and experience things while writing and collecting books to make it. So, I often say I very rarely get to play D&D because I'm always the DM or GM. And people, of course, there's always a calling for more DMs and GMs, especially good ones. I got to, like those character ideas that you're talking about, I have that too. Always have. I got to fulfill those by creating NPCs to integrate into the stories of my campaigns. So I got to roleplay them. Some of them died, some lived. But they became part of the party in a way. They became part of the campaign and the characters' lives. I always had very long campaigns. And so I got to do plenty of playing of characters that I loved in my campaigns. And I'm glad I allowed myself that, because those good ideas should not be wasted, right? Miss Erica, did you guys notice, like just a few minutes ago, there was this aura of awesomeness that was just kind of creeping in, and then all of a sudden Miss Erica appears, and here she is. She literally is the aura of awesomeness. You're streaming to recover. Yeah. I'm okay. I missed last Friday's stream, and the idea of not connecting with everybody again and doing my stream was kind of bugging me, and I felt really bad. I was like, I slept so much that I was like hours late getting into mod for in Jesse's stream. But you know, I'm getting rest. I got so much rest, so much sleep. The shoulder hurts. It's gonna hurt for a while. It's a big device implanted right here. It's just gonna hurt for a bit. I'm not gonna push it. Like I said in my announcement, I can't guarantee how long I'm gonna be here. I think I said something in my announcement about that. I hope I did. I can't promise how long I'm gonna be here. I'm not gonna get stupid with this because I really need it to work. I really need it to work out and have no complications. Let me catch up. I'm sorry, guys. Only D&D mainstream stuff I know is the animated series based on some Critical Role campaigns, and those are very good. Mighty Nine and uh, God, where's my vocabulary? I just finished the whole series and I can't remember the name of it at the moment. What is wrong with me? Vox Machina, for fuck's sake. They're both so good. Oh God, they're so good. And Prince, listen. If you want really, really, really good anime from the original people, the first people, like literally D&D players, made an anime series, it's called Record of Lodoss War. Look for Record of Lodoss War. Trust me. Good shit. They were D&D players that wanted to make an anime series about it, and fucking great. The theme song will forever be stuck in my mind. Let me catch up. Sorry. Most of my favorite character concepts I want to have heavily intertwined with the story. Like I'd rather give my character a debuff just for the cool factor and roleplay. Yes. Yes. I try very hard to persuade all my players to not min-max, power build. Don't just build something that you think is going to be the best mage or the best fighter or the best whatever. Build a character that you're going to enjoy playing. One of my longtime friends who's been in D&D as long as I have, but got to play more. I commended him one time when he chose to play a mentally disabled 13-year-old boy. He chose it. And he wanted to experience it. And he wanted to see that character succeed past the difficulties of his life. I think I told the story a few times of when I played I finally got to play, and my character was a cleric. It died, and they gave me the choice of re-rolling a new character or being brought back to life, but with only one arm. I chose to play a one-armed cleric. It is so great. Let me catch up. You're recovering from surgery. I think it's okay if you're late to mod duty. Pretty sure. Especially because I do it for free. It's a job we do for free. And I don't really see it as a job per se. I love modding for you, Erica. I love you. I love modding for your channel. And I don't see it as a job. And I don't think I could ever accept pay for being a moderator in a stream sense. Because I'm in love with the community, to be paid for doing it would feel weird. So I only joke about, yeah, I'm not paid to be there. There's been other moderators that I've joked with about, my unpaid job, blah, blah, blah. I don't think I could ever take pay for it. It doesn't, like there was talk in another stream about paying the moderators, and I was like, yeah, you'd pay everyone else, I guess, but not me. No thanks. I love what I do. I don't know if you guys know the name Adam Savage. He used to be on Mythbusters. He's had his own YouTube channel for a long time. One time he got the job of building a model for the hero ship in Starfield, the game, for a photo shoot. And he found himself saying, "I get to work on the ship today." And he pointed out that was the difference. That was the difference between loving what you do and doing what you do just because it's your job. I get to be a mod. I get to help people I care about. I get to do these things. I don't have to. Anyway, I'm still catching up. I'm sorry. We might see him in season 2 of the animated Mighty Nine show I won't spoil it, but it's connected with Fjord's storyline. Oh, oh, really? No, oh, really? Record of Lotus War. Yeah, my brother and I loved it. I love stories of success through hardship, especially when other people are nice and supportive. Um, One thing I really haven't liked, and I think we talked about this in Helldivers too one night, is too many really good stories got dragged into the whole no matter what you do, you're just fucked thing. I couldn't fucking stand it. It was so depressing. It was like, why do I want to watch this show to watch everybody just go, yay, we made it, and then they get instantly fucked again. I just was like, wow, do I need to turn on my TV and give myself a case of depression? I was, what? Why? Can we just win for once, for fuck's sake? Uh, that's the hero arc, man. You go through it all so that you can win. I'm currently watching a bunch of Gundam stuff because I've fallen in love with Gunpla and building Gundams, of course. Uh, and Unfortunately, a couple of the stories are very much going down that vein. I'm watching Iron Blooded Orphans right now, and holy shit, man! I just. It's like getting so tragically dark. It's like, yeah, we made it, and then just instantly somebody gets fucking killed, or something horrible happens, and you're like, well, shit. It sucks, man. Ugh. But yeah, I do love it when they have a lot of hardships and they help each other through it, and they make it. They make it, and they actually can say victory. You know. Erica, I miss Mythbusters. Yeah, I mean it was a fun show. It was kind of a weird dichotomy between the two lead guys that just seemed to really not like each other very much. But I did love the show. I honestly didn't watch a lot of it, but what I did get to watch at the time, I enjoyed. Edge Runners season 2, fuck yes. You guys, by the way, I don't know if you realize this or not yet. Okay? I'm a fucking cyborg now. I'm a cyborg. I Chummers, I got boosted. I have improved sleep breathing. I I got to start reading up on cyberpsychosis. That's where you get too many cyber implants and you start going crazy. I got to be careful, right? I'll probably have some more shit added. I don't know. Yeah, I just binged season 1 a couple days ago. Yeah, and Prince, I don't know if you remember or not, but also watch the abridged Edge Runners. It's so funny. God, I watched it so many times. It was just laughing my ass off. Abridged Edge Runners. Oh shit, it's so funny. Uh-oh, Mecca and I are gonna have to shoot you later in Helldivers. Listen, listen, listen. Just like commissars, there are good cyborgs too. Okay? I'm being a cyborg does not immediately make me a clanker. I'm not a clanker. Not yet. Okay? If they told me tomorrow I could transfer out of this like shitty broken body that's inevitably going to just fucking fail, and I could have a cool robot body, or even better, just become like a gorgeous brunette. I'm going. I'm fucking going. And you could call me a clanker then if you want. I don't give a fuck. But I am a cyborg now, and everyone has to acknowledge it. They have a book, Wait, what? A book for what? Edge Runners? Book for... Tell me, book for what? Sorry, I probably missed something. I'm sorry. My eyes aren't even focusing right. I can't read it very well anyway. Uh-oh, Mecca and I are going to have to share... no, I already read that. They have... Gonna be the next Atom Smasher? I would. No, no. I don't want to be somebody that people don't like. I don't like that idea. I don't want to flip out and go cyberpsychosis. And if I do, I just want to wander off out in the desert first. Comstars beginning to, there is a cyberpunk book. Oh, no coincidence. Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. Hmm. Have you read it? Is it any good? Is it good shit? At some point, you guys, this is how you know that you love your community. It's been a fucking hour, and all I've done is just talk with you guys. You do me a favor, stop being so fucking cool, okay? I haven't even opened the game yet. God damn it. Interesting. Adam was only in the last episode of season 1 and didn't go psycho. Huh. Yeah, I guess the backstory for a bunch of these characters, like, something I really hate is that recently, Cyberpunk for PC, like Cyberpunk 2077 for PC, was down to $14, and I was so broke at the time, or I just wanted my money to go elsewhere, I didn't buy it. And I only had Cyberpunk for a short time on console, and I didn't even get to finish it. So what I want is to get Cyberpunk on my PC and just absolutely fucking overload it with mods. There's so many cool mods out there. But, and this is a big but, like even bigger than Booty Girl would ever appreciate, this is a big but. My laptop is now dropping its second hard drive, like forgetting that it's even there. And I have a temporary fix going, this laptop's gonna go, folks. I keep saying it, and then I get lucky, and it doesn't happen. This poor fucker's gonna die. I'm losing my hard drive, like, sometimes in the middle of a game. I was trying to play DayZ, and it would drop the second hard drive where it's installed on. My temporary fix is not gonna save it very long. So, if I got Cyberpunk, I would have to play it on GeForce Now, and when you're playing on GeForce Now machines, all of those mods have to be loaded every time. So imagine like playing Baldur's Gate or DayZ, and you love having all these mods, and then you play on GeForce Now because you have a pukey computer that's dying, and you have to sit there for 40 minutes while it loads and installs all the mods every time you play. I love GeForce Now. It has saved me. I've been able to play things and stream things, especially stream things, that I couldn't because of dying computer. But that's one of the caveats. That's one of the things, you know. Yeah. So if I got Cyberpunk, I'd probably have to play it without the mods because I'd have to play it on GeForce Now, and I don't want to sit there for 40 minutes and load a bunch of mods to play. I really just need another computer, and I don't know how the fuck I'm going to make that happen. I have a solution. I'm trying, and I'll get there. Anyway, I sound like I'm whining. Let me see if I can make the game thing happen. I'm loading GeForce Now. Let me catch up. I'm sorry. Interesting. Adam was only in the last episode. Okay, I already read that. I'm sorry. Things are slightly blurry. My theory is he's just a memory chip and a cyber skeleton at this point. Yeah, so there's an anime series going right now, and it was kind of interesting. I don't want to be a spoilers guy, and I haven't actually watched it myself. I just had YouTube spoil this for me. But you go through this anime series, and like 2 of the characters are eventually informed that they actually died some time ago. The concepts in Cyberpunk are so mind-blowing at times. Man, I love Cyberpunk. I retraced my game on my Xbox without issue. Cool. I love to hear those successful transplant stories. Played the entire DLC with ray tracing active. Wow. Very cool. You guys, I caught up on chat. I'm pretty cool. I'm pretty much like a professional streamer now, right? That's not right for me to say. You want to see professional streamers? Look at Miss Erica. That's professional streamer. Mrs. Jessie, professional streamer. This one lost its coldness. Give me more coldness. I gotta put it on the spot. Get the swelling down. They told me if I put cold packs on the area of the surgery with the device that it wouldn't affect the device. They lied to me, and I fuck up the device by putting cold on top of it. I'm gonna be pissed. Maybe it'll just sit there. Yay! I don't have to hold it. Woohoo! Alright, GeForce Now has gifted me with the ability to play this game. Oh, no, it slid down. Fucker. I'm doing a lot of swearing tonight. I hope it doesn't offend anyone. I don't want anyone to be offended. I swear, by the way. And thank you, everybody, for being here, by the way. I wanted to see my peeps tonight. I wanted to see some peeps. Not the disgusting, horrible little chickens made of pure sugar that no one should ever digest, that have nothing to do with a religious holiday. I don't know what the fuck that's about. But peeps as in people, just so you know. I'm not calling you disgusting candies made of sugar. Different peeps. Just want to clarify. I'm just clearing it up. I don't want to be, hated for calling people something like that. Manolo Cyberpunk, are we tracing to play the entire I don't want to spoil the game if you're going to play it, but there's a lot of lore, especially with Johnny and the polygamy. Mr. Kai, you don't have to worry about it, because I watched so much YouTube and watched other streamers play through it. I don't think anyone could ruin anything for me. I already know the endings. I already, I just want to play through to make my ending with a bunch of mods installed. And god damn it, I wish they would let some of the characters be romanced. There's some characters that I would have really rather romanced than the only ones that they allow. Let me try to flip. Let me flip things over. I've got enough stamina that I can do a little bit of gaming. Okay. Load the game. Thank you. I gotta turn down the volume in game probably. Let me see. I can tell you Jessie didn't touch basically any of the story. I know. She has an allergy to some games. It's fine. She has an allergy to some things in some games. I adore the girl, but she's got some game hang-ups. Unfortunately, the big stuff is optional content. Oh, yeah, well, I guess, that's kind of nice, though, isn't it? It's nice when games are like that. All right. Let me do the settings. Shit. Oh, the volume's already down. Let's get the graphics pumped the fuck up. I'm really swearing a lot. Post-surgery swearing syndrome. It's normal. Let's go with Ultra tonight because I feel like pushing the limits. So listen, I don't know who was here last time. I don't remember, but I'm gonna show off what I did. Okay? Everyone has to look. I'm gonna show it off. I added beams for cosmetic reasons to my stairs. They look cool, and they look like they actually should be there. And they go all the way, boy. They go all the way. I had a huge struggle for several streams with the game's building mechanics being an asshole and not letting me finish the top of my building the way that I wanted to finish it. I tore it all the fuck down. Tore it all down and built something that I really like. I didn't have to just compromise. I actually built something that I like. So let's have a look, okay? I want to show you. I can drive. Fly. Okay, look, guys. Look, look, look. It looks mean. It looks Harkonnen. But wait, there's more. I know some of you already saw this, but I'm gonna show it off some more. Okay? You build this shit block for block. You have to be impressed. Okay, you don't have to be. That's very that sounds bad of me. But anyway. So oops. So on the top, I got around the building. Ignore that box over there. That's just for parts. I got around the building assholism of the game mechanics. I built these. This is going to be a level that's ornithopter access only. So the special people get to be up here. Anyway, so there's 3 of these buildings, right? You see all 3 of them with the landing pad type thing on top? I turned them into condos. And I probably landed in one that isn't decorated, but that's fine. Okay, so here's the front door. Okay. You can land on the roof, come down these stairs, and then over here is a bedroom, or whatever the fuck, you want to make it. And then over here is a space to make into whatever the hell you want. I have decorated one of them so far. I'm going to decorate them all different so people can kind of choose whatever the hell, This isn't the one. Let me find the one. And I'll catch up on chat in a second. I'm sorry. I got to show off my shit, okay? Alright, so anyway, this is the one that's decorated. I turned this into a bedroom. A nice little lounging couch here. And a little wall divider here. A closet / storage. And a bed. There's a bed. It's a Harkonnen bed. This thing's sliding off. God damn it. And then over here, open the door. Over here, you gotta have your Harkonnen toilet. That's a commode. That's a sink. I made a sink from a desk because they haven't provided us with sinks yet. Here's a little dining table, little place to hang out and have your drinkies in your dining, and then a little work desk right here. I haven't put the lights in yet. I haven't decided on lighting. Okay? But, regardless, the whole point of this is, not only did I solve my roof problem, but I turned it into something incredibly goddamn cool. I think I did good. I think I did good. And I'm sorry, let me catch up on chat. I'm gonna catch up. My theory is okay, I already read that. I can tell, okay, Ma, catching up. But the prologue is literally John invading V's memories and V invading this. Yes, yeah. Also, Johnny V interacts has so many altered memories because of experimental soul killer and other people, not just Johnny. Yes, kind of stems into why I think Adam is a chip, because I think Johnny was the experiment to see if it would. Ooh, cyberpunk theory. Jackie construct is one of the endings, also sort of adds to the theory. I like all of this. These ideas of things that could be. Maybe someday we'll find out, right? Maybe someday they'll be like, all right, we're dropping the bomb. Here's what all this was about. And then Mr. Kai will be like, yes! Called it! Okay, so, I'm pretty sure, because I have had surgery and I've been busy for a week, that both cities are completely out of power. Yep. That base is out of power. This base is out of power. Shit. Alright. Well, that means I got something to do. I gotta be a responsible base person. Let's get a buggy. Get the goddamn buggy out. We know what we have to do. We can't have bases with no power. But this is why I turned off the storms. Same reason that I took Mr. Kai's advice and turned off the decay on bases in the Pal World server. Both of these are considered community servers by me. They were meant to be populated by people in the community to enjoy, but I didn't want them to feel like they had to log in, because normally if you leave things on default settings on Dune and your base runs out of power, storms start to destroy it. And that makes people feel pressured. Oh, I gotta log in. And we talked about that, right? When you feel like you have to do something, it's not being done because you want to anymore. It's being done because you have to. So I eliminated that. Your base on this server will never degrade. It has to be abandoned for a very, 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 very long time for it to ever go away. I don't want people feel pressure to play on my community servers. Ever, 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 ever. So that's why you can, and this is proof of it. Both of these huge, this whole city basically, I call it a base, but it's really a city. This whole city has been out of power for several days. There's nothing wrong with it. I just have to go get batteries, and that way it has power and whatever. It's a functional, more of a almost cosmetic thing than it is a necessity thing, and that makes it so people don't feel pressured to come in and play. Look at me using my Harkonnen carrier ornithopter, yeah? It is so good. Kind of stems into why there's a well, also V almost a cyber psycho and more powerful than one just from the chip being that he. Yeah. Oh, and they fixed it a while back so that the autopilot on the carrier ornithopter actually works. So now I can sip coffee while flying my carrier ornithopter, which is carrying a buggy. That's important nerd information. And nobody's mentioned it yet. Nobody's mentioned it. But no, I do not have the black stripe on my head. I cannot lift this arm over my head, and for some reason, I can't get it right without this arm being able to be lifted over shoulder level. This arm, I'm not supposed to use it very much, so I'll try to have the black stripe next week, okay? You know what's really funny is, despite all these precautions with my right arm, they told me I can drive after a week. So I have a week of no driving, but then after that I can drive. But I still can't lift my arm over my shoulder level, and I still can't lift more than 8 pounds for like a month. But I can drive. And people can walk with a cane. I was prescribed a cane for when my left leg hip is bad, but I don't use it very often because I don't believe in using something unless you have to. But yeah, it's weird. The precautions are weird, and they keep getting them confused between pacemaker precautions and Remede implant precautions because they just don't do very many of them. That is so weird, you know. Alright, I gotta find a good place to land that will have power cubes and more plastoni because we still have the third part of the city to start after we're done decorating the interior of the second part of the city. Yup. All right, Mr. Kai, as always, thank you for being here. Thanks for being a chatterbox and all of your cool ideas and everything that you are. Get the best rest in the known universe, but not so good that you're worried that you'll never have it again. You know? Did I get a low fuel warning? I got a low fuel warning, didn't I? Oh, and I haven't done my usual stream spiel about the donation bar that you see up at the top of the screen. At the top of the screen is a donation bar that shows how much money's been raised in the ongoing campaign made in honor of my late son Asa, who passed away from the long-term effects of cancer and cancer treatment. And if clicking on that donation bar up there doesn't get you to a place where you can donate, you can always go to my profile on Twitch or YouTube, and there's a donation link there. And even if you can't donate, don't worry about it. Don't feel inclined. It's there for people to donate to when and if they can and if they want to. Even if you don't want to or can't, you can give the link to somebody else, like a business or something, that is maybe looking to do year-end donations for tax relief and towards charities. And your workplace can donate towards it, or anybody that you think might be interested. Yeah. But that charity is donating directly to St. Jude Children's Hospital, which not only helps children with cancer who are currently having cancer, but research in hopes that we can improve that treatment for kids with cancer and hopefully someday eliminate children's cancer altogether. So it's not just about treating the kids that are currently sick, it's about the future. And if we can cure cancer for children, then that means we could probably cure it for everybody. My Dono charity stream spiel is now complete. I'm going to turn the music back up so people can just kind of veg out, and I'll be talking less probably. You guys tell me if the music is too loud. Oh shit, I'm running on fumes. Don't I have? Don't I have? Oh, I guess I don't. Oh shit. Oh no! Oh god, that was bad. Apparently I ran out of fuel. And my poor buggy is like underneath. Tell me there's a fuel cube in here. I didn't check for fuel before I left. Yes, I was a responsible city manager person. There's fuel cube. Give it the fuel. Yay, 21%. I'll give it more later. That's the first time I've run out of fuel in the carrier. No, really. Let's get back up here and let's go find a better place to land. Stop land. Yeah, somebody let me know if the music level is okay. Not too much, not too little. really got to work on Landstrad missions so I can get my Harkonnen rank up and buy more cool Harkonnen shit. How many times have I said that? No, 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 no. Wait a minute, I actually could go over there. No, I don't want to. I could go to the deep desert and try to grab a bunch of shit over there, but I don't. There's nothing over there that I really want much of at the moment. I just need power cubes. Fuel cubes. Hey, look at this. There's a goddamn city built into this rock. I'll tell you what. I think I'm just gonna find a spot right around in here to land and start just rolling around looking for fuel cubes. I can't see them well enough, especially tonight, to notice them from here. Yeah, screw it. I'm just gonna land here, I think. I need to refuel this thing again soon anyway. Long ass cables. Okay, let me go get some more fuel from the buggy. Somebody remind me to make more fuel. Never mind, I'll remind myself. Fine. Man, this thing is a gas pig. Okay, well that's enough to get me home anyway. I really need to put bigger fuel cells than this. It's a carrier, for fuck's sake. It's a glorious ornithopter. It's so great. Look at that thing. Would you just look at it? Just look at that. Sometimes you just gotta look at it and just look at it. Look at that. You son of a bitch! Who do you think you are? What is this bullshit? You like the poison? Now you're poison. How do you like that? Interrupt me. Jerks. Shot at my buggy! Wow, I actually remember the controls and I haven't played for like a week. I'll probably confuse them a little bit with DayZ controls. Alright, let's roll around and find some fuel cubes. Buggy driving is fun. Oh, this is the Masquerade. Oh. This is probably not a good place to be when I'm looking for fuel cubes. Masquerade have a lot of poison, you know. They believe in like toxic relations. And then I drove right back into a Masquerade. Masquerade territory. They're the, you know, the big important people over here. It's not proving to be the best place. There's a bunch of glass stone here. I might as well grab that. Oh, guys, give me a second. I forgot to bring my one medicine in here for my timer. Stand by. Stand by. Oh, God, I can't reach him. Okay. Oh. Oh, yeah. Okay. They need to invent a fuel cube sniffer. First. Oh! Right when I say it. I found one. Is this thing on a stupid repeat where it's just doing the same? Why? I told it to repeat the entire playlist. Why is it repeating just one song? God damn it. Alright, I'm gonna fix that. Why is it doing this? Yeah, it's just being hung up on one song. Why are you doing this? Tell you what, since we're playing Dune, let's just do the Dune game soundtrack. Because it's also very good, and the first song still gives me chills. Oh, it's so good. Somebody tell me if the music's too loud. Love that bit. Love it. I'm always gonna love it. Oh god, I have parts of this thing that are about to just fly off. Boing. Oh no! Oh god! Oh god! I didn't mean to do that. That was bad. I hit wrong button. Oh god. At least I didn't lose it this time. Whoops! Daisy controls in my head. Accidental buggy drop number 1. Oh. No, god damn it, I did it again. Well, maybe this is a good spot to drop anyway. Not how I wanted to drop the buggy, but that's how the buggy was dropped. Oh boy, somebody just got themselves killed. Who did it? Be revealing myself.
Identify yourself.
That's what you get. Where's my blood extractor? Is it still in slot 8? Yeah, it is. Give me your blood. Great landing, great landing. Last fuel cube. Oh, the strings, the strings. Love the strings. Okay, this is how mostly out of it I am. I have been mining with my personal mining laser instead of using the buggies, getting only a fraction of what I could be getting. I'm feeling pretty dumb right about now. I'm getting it together though. I'm getting it together, okay? It's been a week. It's been a week. Water. That was a lot of water. Go. into the driver's seat. Fuck's sake. Excuse me. Damn it. I really need to find more fuel. Batman. Excuse me. I think we have enough, and parts of this buggy desperately need to be repaired. You see all of the, down in the lower right-hand corner, all those parts that are going red and orange, you can only repair them back so far. And so parts eventually wear out. It's part of the sustainability features of the game. And this buggy has been used for a long time, and it's very much needing some new parts put in, so it deserves to have some new parts for sure. Beautiful, beautiful scape. Sunrise in Arrakis. This game on ultra graphics is just sometimes breathtaking. I like how the city's gotten so big that it takes a second to load in. Pretty cool. get a nice view of the city in total. Power this base back up. This part of the city, I should say. Oh, fuck, I gotta change the basalt to plastone. I always forget that. I gotta go back over it. Gotta convert it. Forgot to power the other base back up. Plenty of plastone. second part of the city is currently using considerably less power. I want to see how much I can repair this poor thing, and then I'll judge what parts. Okay, that can barely be fixed. Barely. Barely. What? Okay. Pretty sure. I thought that's where I made this shit. Oh, just the base one is all I needed. That's right. Not the advanced fabricator. The basic. Standard. Okay, so pretty bleak. Let me see if I've got a spare buggy PSU in the parts. Mark IV. I wonder if it'll let me fit it. Gotta take care of the buggy that takes care of you. That will give that a bit more life. And that's a little better. Now I have a better PSU. Slightly longer life. Let's see what I've got in the way of engines and cut arrays. I don't think I have any more. I think I need a Mark IV for Plastone, though, for basalt. Yeah, it's got to be a Mark IV cut array. Cut array. Gonna have to make some shit, I think. Yep. Let me make sure what type I need. Mark V engine? Let me just back this thing up since we're working on it. Cobalt paste, really? I thought I had plenty of that. I always think I have plenty of everything. Let's go make cobalt paste. Oh boy, I have to get more erythrocycle. No wonder I don't have more of that. Erythrocytes. Shit. I don't feel like mining erythrocyte right now. Oh, goddamn. I could put a Mark III engine in it, but that would really... well, maybe it wouldn't let me. I gotta get erythrocyte. God damn it. Don't want it. Don't want it, but I have to. I think I got both the Onrithopters over here. Let's take the hot rod. bud. Right from the thigh. Gorgeous vehicle.
Someone's here.
Hitting keys. Out of ammo. That's potentially bad.
I'm empty.
Oh, really?
Kill them all.
Didn't work out for him. Oh shit. These fuckers and their poisons. And a full. And that's enough erythrocyte for now. Didn't feel like coming down here for it anyway. But having the city directly above Haga Rift makes that damn convenient. We'll recycle that. I won't put it on anything else. Garbage. we're out of water, are we? Out of water. Holy shit, I used all the water. Okay, we're just waiting for water then. Mark 5 engine. Just gotta wait on 3 cobalt paste. Oh man, I'm glad I pushed myself to jump in stream. Got to talk to peeps, and it's relaxing. Out with the old broken. In with the new hotness. Let's go recycle these old ones. Recycling. I may as well see if I can't replace the almost fucked cut array as well. Let me see if I've got the stuff for it. Mark 4 cut array. Maybe I could even make it a Mark 5? It would bring in more if I could make that. Ah, God, it wants duralanium. Shit, do I have... Just a Mark 4 cut array. Let me see what I can do for duralanium. It would be nice to upgrade to a Mark 5. Just makes mining faster, better, stronger. Get it? Blah. No, that's... I would have to go out and mine a shitload of shitty jasmine crystal, which is over in the radiated area. I'm not doing that tonight. I think we will replace it with a Mark 4 just so we have a new cut array in it. And later, much later, we can actually make a Mark 6 buggy. Like, I want to do... It takes a lot more, but I want to make a top of the line like Mark 6 buggy. Because no doubt it's just stronger, tougher, meaner, faster, blah, 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 blah. And it will be rathergood.com. See if there's any cool special parts that I can make. Hummingbird wings. The bigger buggy boot would be kind of cool. I don't typically have an issue with storage in the buggies because they can hold so goddamn much. But let's just replace for now, replace the cut array that's in it because we have what we need for that right now. To get the better cut array would require me to go out into the radiated part of the desert. It's a pain in the ass. You got to take medicine to keep from getting radiated. You have to wear a radiation suit. You can't take much in the way of vehicles out there. I think now that I have the carrier, I could probably take... I haven't tried mining out there with the carrier and the buggy. That might be a better way to go about it next time. And just get a whole shitload while I'm out there. But you have such limited time that you can be in the radiation zone. So... it's interesting. 6. Detach. New cut array. This buggy has been given new life, and it deserved it. Yeah, when this storage decays too much, I'll just make the bigger buggy boot. Cool. Now this buggy is happier, healthier. And I am out of stamina. I'm starting to get tired. I'm surprised I made it this far. Okay. Well then. I made it longer than I thought I would. I made it, what, 2.5 hours? That's pretty good for what I got going on. Thank you everyone who has dropped in tonight for my silly first stream back after surgery. I always appreciate everybody that drops in to talk, or not talk, just view, whatever. I mean it every time. And I am going to try to keep with my usual stream time tomorrow, probably around 9 p.m.-ish. I like to wait until after Mr. Elof's build stream is done. I think he's doing his usual build stream tomorrow. But yeah, so I'll pop on after the Lego build stream. And I think we'll do Pal World. Turn this volume down. But yeah, I think tomorrow we'll be doing Pal World again. I didn't get to do my crafting stream this last week, and I really love those, and I want to do those. I might do crafting stream tomorrow instead of Pal World. I don't know. I'll have to decide, and part of it's going to be how I feel too. I tried doing a crafting stream from sitting right here with this desk, and I thought it might work out better. It didn't. I'll just have to go back to streaming from the crafting room and do something to help my back feel better with it all. It's very intolerant to shit. like I was saying, when I originally built that work desk, and I thought a bar stool height seat and that desk would do okay with my back. It's not anymore. So, but it's got the best lighting, the best workspace, and so I'm gonna be going back over there to do the crafting streams. It's just better over there. Um, I am going to shuffle everybody off to some cool streamer out there. So stand by. Whatever it is that you stand by when I say that, go stand by that. All right, we're going to do a raid thing. Hold on.